Hey, what's up, guys? This is Convergence session number one. As I feel all the time, that is, Holy Queen is super sexy, and this cover page is really great. And in this Convergence session number one, I feel like it's injustice issues because the storytelling or else the artwork looks like that. But here we go. Without wasting any time, without further ado, I'm going to do a review from Convergence 1 that is from IGN.com. This is by Jesse Sadin. So last week, Convergence 0 set the stage for DC's latest big event with a set of heavy issue that succeeded more on the strength of its art than its story. Unfortunately, issue 1 unfolds in much the same fashion. The Convergence conflict isn't the most complicated storyline DC has ever wrestled with, but you wouldn't know that from the long drawn-out way these comics are setting up the plot. That whereas issue 0 pitted the new 52 Superman against the one true Brainiac, issue 1 shifts focus to the surviving heroes of Earth 2 World's End as they encounter Telos, the living embodiment of Brainiac's world and its 40 bottled cities. If that previous sentence makes you brain hurt, Convergence may not be the comic for you. It's becoming increasingly clear that this is the book that celebrates and flaunts continuity. Most of the appeal of Convergence, after all, is the idea that the classic DCU and various other alternate realities are getting a chance to live again without a healthy knowledge of DC lore and an attachment to these other realities. There's not enough of a hook with Convergence, so you have to get to know about this DC universe more and more to understand the Convergence series. So on that note, this issue starts out well enough for those readers interested in learning what befell the Earth 2 heroes and how they factor into the Convergence conflict. Their inclusion helps make this story feel more relevant than it might otherwise. Convergence is inherently divorced from DC's ongoing storylines, and without this bridge to their usual publishing catalog, it could become too isolated and insular for its own good. After reading these early pages, it becomes clear that the relationship between Earth and Batman, Earth 2 Batman, and his plan is very different. Dick Grayson will be a focal point of the miniseries. It's a solid foundation to build from. So let's move to some other reviews from BatmanNews.com. So this is review by Brandon Mulholland, Convergence 1 review. So he has said that when I first learned about Convergence, I assumed that the Convergence story would primarily take place within the 8 issues of the main title and that the plethora of the two-parters would be self-contained stories. I figured DC had merely created Convergence as an excuse to show us characters from the past and that we would pick up where we last saw them. This isn't the case at all, because while Convergence does use characters from previous continuities, the characters have been altered by living under the dome for the last year. Some aspects of them are exactly as you remember, while others have changed as a direct result of their present situations. Like with anything, some of the stories were worth reading and others not so much. I'll leave it to my colleagues to fill you in on those details, but I felt it was pertinent to at least give you an inkling of what was going on in the overall scheme of things. Now to issue 1, Convergence is nothing but one giant cage match. It's Thunderdome, it's Highlander, there can be only one. It's the Hunger Games, they even call it that in one of the tie-ins. It's Marvel vs DC, but without the ability to actually vote on the outcome. Can you imagine if DC actually let us vote on which world we wanted to see return to continuity? This issue itself isn't a whole lot different than the story presented in issue 0 instead of Telos monologuing to Superman. So hope you guys have liked it. This one is coming for the Doomsday. So Jeff Kent and Scott Lobdell, writers, have done a great job, but Convergence is a big event, and to understand this one you have to read all the issues. So hope you guys will like it, and just go to the store, spend your money, and have a great day with entertainment. So this weekend is gonna be Convergence weekend. Hope you guys will like it. Have a great day. Don't forget to leave a like, and yeah, have a great day.